I touched down before you.
Whereabouts? On the other runway.
No, look to your left. And back a bit.
Oh, jeez.
Formation landing for the win!
Oh, shit. You literally just nicked my wing there.
I lost my wing.
Alright, so we're up at, where were we establishing? 30,000 feet, was it?
About 30,000, yeah.
Oh shit, it's a big climb.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, it's really handy having these labels on. I can spot you very easily.
Yeah, it does make it a little bit easier.
And heading is, what, 310?
325-ish. Between 320 and 330. That general direction. Alright, so master arm on, air to ground mode. Select your harm, and you'll get a new window.
I got the mouse cursor working too on my air to air. I managed to get that working. Protest.
Oh, nice. Yep, cool.
So that works. Anyway, so air to ground.
Yep. Select the harm. You'll get a new window with not much information in it. Just different selections that are not available yet. On your right, or the other MFD, select your EW. Trims all over the place. Then select. Make sure you've got your EW turned on. That's one thing. Which is the black button below the center MFD. Okay. Then on the right hand side of the EW, you've got the HUD option. Select that.
HUD option. Oh, you turn that on. Yep.
Yep. Sweet. And then you should be good to go. So if we continue flying in this general direction, we get an actual bearing.
I was wondering why I was flying so slow. I had my flaps down.
So we want to be heading 324. So yeah, the higher and faster you're going, the better range these things have. If you're doing like 40,000 and Mark 1, you've got about 80 nautical miles on them. So we could fire from here and still hit something. Well outside the range of the SAM sites, but since we're not going, since the SAM sites we're attacking have got a pretty low range on them, only a few nautical miles, we can just go up a little bit and get a bit of speed. I'm going to put my flares and shit into the bypass because I can.
Oh yeah, I see you. Nice and high now.
Yeah, 29.
Nice little contrail going on.
Oh really?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Cool. Alright, so I'm at 30,000, so I'm going to let off here. Bring it up to about 350 on the speed, and then I'll level off.
If I want to jettison the centerline tank,
Yeah.
I select the selector center, and then what switch do I need to set to for jettison? Is it
So select the
all the way over to
jettison.
stores, or?
Yeah, to stores. Select the center one, then push the big red button. Make sure you got your master arm on as well.
Yeah, thanks. I couldn't remember if it was all the way over to stores or not.
Yep.
So accelerating to 350, I can see on my HUD I've got a couple of threats detected.
Yeah, so they're the ones. So on your HUD, you'll notice one of them's got a box around it. It's a bit hard to see because they're all, but you can see a box in there. That's the one that's selected as target. There is a way of decluttering that. I'm not sure what it is though. Yep. That one's fine. So range we're not sure about. You can't really tell range from this thing, but we can cheat and use the F10 map. So we know our range is. Your range is 36 nautical miles, and I'm at 31. So you should be able to fire from there. So if you want to fire your missile from there and then enter an orbit, we'll see what we get.
Alright. So how do I know? It's basically just whatever threat's there, it's just going to target, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's going to pick one of them. There is a way of decluttering that so you know which one you selected, but you can press I to cycle through them. But they're all targets, so it doesn't really matter which one you're firing at.
Alright.
So,
do you need to be aiming at it to shoot, or do you just let it off the radar?
Just in its general direction. It will do the rest.
Have you let one off yet?
No, I'm waiting for you. You can go. I'll fire the next one. I'm just going into an orbit. Don't forget to call Magnum when you fire it.
Magnum, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. Magnum.
Missile! Oh, look at that thing go. And now we push F6 and watch the missile and see if you hit something. Oh fuck, I'm getting locked up.
I got locked up as well.
I think they know the missile's coming towards them. We're outside of their firing range anyway, so they might be able to lock onto us, but they're not going to be able to hit us. Oh, that was cool. If you're looking from the missile view, look back towards where we are, and you just see two contrails doing circles.
That is cool. Well, it's definitely on target.
It's flying in the right direction. I've found that they're a bit hit or miss, literally hit or miss.
So it's the accuracy, yeah.
Yeah, my accuracy rate was about, 60 or 70%. A lot of them were actually, oh look, the enemy do show up with red.
Oh, so it's the based off range, that's cool.
Yeah, so they were showing up, the missiles were hitting, only some of the time. Like out of the 4 missiles that I fired, only 3 of them hit, so 75%.
It's lost a bit of
But
speed.
even the ones that did hit, they weren't dead on. They were just slightly left or right, or too far or too short. So they still killed the target through splash damage.
It's lost so much speed. Like, it's amazing. Oh, there's a nice little cluster of them there.
It's pretty close. You got the launchers, and you got. See, it didn't quite hit. It's just off to the left. I mean, it killed, but it was not dead on.
Oh, it's cool. It actually comes up with a message now saying you destroyed something.
Yeah, because I've got the labels turned on.
That's actually really handy.
Yeah, and we're so far away from the target that they can't even, like, they lock us up, but we're too far out of their
that's
firing
actually
range.
Really straightforward, isn't it? Like,
yeah, that's just on one mode. There's 3 or 4 different modes. The other ones are not implemented yet, but I'm going to turn back towards and I'll launch one at something. The fact that you can, as long as you know the SAM site's there or you detect them before you're in range, you can fucking blow shit up really easily.
But it's based off their radar detecting you, so...
You don't have to lock them up. You fire the missile and the missile will go up to their radar. Target locked and Magnum.
Awesome.
And as soon as you've launched the missile, you can pull off the target as well. So, don't have to worry about being.
Yours is yeah, it's looping down now. I was about to say yours is like flying quite straight for a bit. Sort of only just nose down.
I don't even know what I had targeted. Looks like I got that cluster of the SAM site there targeted. So these won't lock onto the actual launchers. They'll just lock onto the radar site in the middle.
Yep.
But that's enough to get rid of the this whole SAM site, because without the radar, they can't lock onto you.
So effective range is what you'd say, anything below sort of 50.
Oh, see, it missed.
Yeah.
It's close, but
yeah.
it missed. See, the thing is though, if the radar sites detect the incoming missile, they can turn off their radar, and then it's got nothing for it to home in on. So then that's probably what's happening, is they're turning off their radar somewhere in the mid-flight there, and then it keeps going where it was going to go, hoping that it's going to hit it, but it can't
It's probably
lock on any closer.
Probably based off the mode that it's shooting through as well. So
possibly, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna let another one off. It's actually, yeah, quite straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah. Very, very easy. And I mean, that's why they're a standoff weapon, basically, because we can be right outside the range of the SAM sites and still.
You're right. Aircraft feels heavier.
Yeah, like, it feels weird.
Does it feel like really sluggish to you?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not quite as nimble as it felt. I know when I know we loaded up with a bit of weapons and fuel, but it doesn't. I don't remember it being this heavy feeling.
Yeah, I noticed when I was doing some low-level flight maneuvers that I lost energy really quickly, and I lost roll rate. Like the roll rate just disappeared, and I couldn't straighten up. And landing, I found that I was stalling a lot more. Like when we used to stall it doing the landing on the carrier, same sort of thing. It felt like they've gone back to that again, but I don't know. Might just be the fact they haven't.
Oh, missed. That's so close. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's literally is hit and miss, isn't it?
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's got anything to do with range or distance from target or something along those lines, but
this label is so handy, mate. I can spot you and keep track of you, and
I can see you just from your contrail.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Why have I got no? We haven't taken them all out because I've lost all targets.
Yeah, you might be.
They might have turned off all their radars.
I reckon they might have, yeah.
Well, that is. Because
when I let my Magnum off, it literally was only one target I could select. So.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Because yeah, I've got no targets because they've turned them all off. They realised we're using harms, and now they're.
Which is actually really cool. Like.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's realistic. Well, I've got a Mark 84 on me, so I guess I can do that too.
Yeah, go for a bomb run. See how you go.
Watch, as soon as they get ready to lock up a target with a harm, because as soon as I get in range, they're probably going to put their radar back on. So I'll go in for a Mark 84 on those that SAM site at the back there. Oh, sweet! I've got little red dots on the screen, so I can see what I'm targeting.
It's handy. Yeah, very handy. And the range is good too. Whatever you set it to, it's yeah, it's a good range.
That's just the default ones here. Like, so I'm flying over a SAM site right now. Probably dangerous, and I'm flying into a few shilkers. So let's see if the shilkers will be able to fire even without turning on their radar. It's not going to be as accurate, but they can do it. So
I've got nothing on my EW at the moment.
Yeah, no, they're good at the moment.
You're pretty close. I can see you going in.
Yeah, right over the top of them. Pickle. Alright, come off target. Now I'm getting locked up. Got a target?
Hang on. Nope.
Interesting, because I'm being locked.
Oh, your bomb was just missed as well.
Ah, damn it. Yeah, that's broken lock. Yeah, actually, did that bomb explode? Because last
It
time I did that, the bomb
didn't.
just hit the ground and didn't
Yeah, it
explode.
didn't look like it exploded.
Okay, there must be a fusing option that
Fusing.
needs to be
Yeah.
set now, because never had to do it before, but for some reason that's the second one that's been a dud, so. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like they've turned on like stability. Like they've amped it up a bit. It's a lot more stable than I remember, especially in the roll, like you said. Just realised I didn't have my ejection seat armed.
Yeah, that might be useful.
There is a stability option somewhere, like you can actually turn off. This is obviously spin recovery. There's a switch for that, but I thought there was a switch for the stabilities as well.
Don't know.
Oh, something's up. Oh, it's you. It was like, could see something on my attack, EW. Yeah, they're definitely not targeting anyone. So what's their range?
I'm not sure on there. Oh, fucking fuck no.
Oh, saw that. Was
Did I
that
get
gun
one with the
run?
guns at least?
I think yeah, I can see your crater.
Their range, I'm not 100% sure. It's like 10 nautical miles or something. So you should be well within their range at the moment. I know I was because I was doing a gun run, but you're only at 7 nautical miles. You should be within range. It seems like they've turned off their.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Let me see if I can swap to the. What's the enemy? I can't do enemy. Hmm.
I'm just trying to find the stability switch. I might have just been thinking of something else, but I thought there was a so it's like an FCS thing.
It's not something I recall saying, but doesn't mean it's not a thing. Oh, here they are. Yeah, they've turned off their radars. Their dishes and everything.
Oh, okay.
So they're definitely, yeah, they're basically just trying to stop you from hitting them with harm missiles. That's cool.
I might as well do a gun run while I'm here. Gun is X, isn't it?
Um,
Yep.
okay.
Oh, it's just the X for the key.
Oh, the Shulk is activating. He
Probably
just
can
put
see
his
me.
radar dish up. Oh, nice. He's tracking you, but he's not opening fire.
Yeah, you can see him. I'm just going to duck behind these hills. If he's back up and running, we should be able to...
He's stopped. I don't know if his radar dish is up, but I don't know if it's actually.
He was targeting me then, so...
This is a different Shulker that I'm looking at
Ah, okay.
because you killed one of them. This one is at the far end of the airport, the northern section of the airport. Here you come. He's still not doing anything. He's got his dish up, but